Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and it's Women's History Month, and I'm here today to talk to you about how Barbie just became the biggest movie for Warner Brothers in history, surpassing that of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 2. Barbie, oh wait, so yeah, it's not Women's History Month. I don't got time to wait till next year. So when you see a bunch of movies with my women's template, then just know I don't feel like waiting until next year. And then when next year comes around, somebody will probably find that video. But Barbie has just made 1.34 billion with a B dollars. Those feet was made from making money. And she has surpassed every movie that came out this year, even beating out the Super Mario Brothers movie. I can't believe this, man. Like, she went past that The Dark Knight Returns and Harry Potter, and people didn't think she would be able to do that movie. This is a huge step for like women empowerment everywhere. And this is a big win for Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, and that of Ryan Gosling and everything, because none of their movies have ever made this much money on the in the box office and stuff. And a lot of people didn't think this was gonna like do that, like, because once you hear about the whole political message and the feminist message, people thought for sure it was gonna like not necessarily bomb, but like not just do that well. I'm one of those people in general, like, because when you see the toxic fandom and everything and how they help to derail other movies and stuff, they're not entirely the blame, but they are partially to blame and everything. For a lot of recent feminist type movies or female led type movies, or when you have like a bunch of diverse people in the movies to do really like badly. But even they could not stop the power of Pink. They could not stop the power of Barbie and everything. And Barbie literally whooped some behind this year in the box office. And Margot Robbie, like, this is a huge, like, people should like applaud this, man, because this is the first female-led movie to ever get a billion like dollars and stuff. And Margot and especially Ryan needed this win because his box office movies don't do that well, but hers that normally do well, she just came back from 3 flops and everything. 3 of her movies just bombed back to back to back. And her television show she created got like canceled on Hulu and stuff like that after 2 seasons. So she was in a bit of a bind. And of course, like, this is now, if Warner Brothers don't keep her as Harley Quinn, they will be stupid. But then again, this is David Zaslav we're talking about. But the man does like money, so he might just keep her. And we already know James Gunn is going to keep her and stuff. But like, yeah, when she became the live action Harley Quinn, it blew up the internet. Not for her performance, but because of her outfit. It was cosplay for many, many years to come. Then, of course, came Birds of Prey, and people started to wonder maybe she shouldn't be Harley Quinn no more. Then the second Suicide Squad movie came out and people was pretty much done with her. Now there is a new Harley Quinn live action character in the form of Lady Gaga, who's gonna be in the Batman 2. And many people are praising her even though they have not seen no footage or no pictures really of her as Harley Quinn. And so, like, people are worried that she might take the steam away from that of Margot Robbie and become the new Harley Quinn for the DCU or something like that. But I think Margot Robbie just put her Barbie feet in the ground and be like, look, I ain't going nowhere and stuff. And and when I say people tried to ruin this movie, man, people from other countries tried to ruin this movie, trying to say, oh, it promotes like homosexuality and everything. That didn't derail Barbie. You had all those toxic male talking about, oh, this movie hates men, and I got dragged to see this movie. Yeah, he's wearing a Ken outfit, and he's doing his interview with a Barbie dream house behind him. That don't make no sense. You gotta make it make sense. Low key, man. Low key on the down low. And so, and all these men on the internet and on YouTube and Twitter and everything, they tried so desperately to ruin this movie. It did not work. Barbie just kept on Barbieing it up and everything. And I have to see this movie, man. I haven't seen it yet. It's coming out on HBO Max soon. And, I'm waiting still to get HBO Max. I don't want it just like yet. And, seriously, dude. I mean, it's it's mind blowing how this movie exploded. Nobody thought a movie about a doll that's dressed all in pink and everything would make this much money and stuff, especially when you hear about the messaging in the movie. But it must have been something really good to have people, want to watch this movie and either be empowered, trash it, or be curious to know what it's about. Because even the haters went and saw this movie. So of course you about that, my camera died. So when you hate watch something, you still made no money and everything. It's kind of like Velma. Velma got a season 2 because people hate watched it and stuff. And it's quite telling. I hope other movies can succumb from this, but like I said before, the toxic people aren't responsible entirely for movies bombing. They help it. But what also helps them to bomb is bad writing and directing. This movie must have been written perfectly or something like that, or directed perfectly or acted perfectly or just something. Something caused people to say, you know what? This movie is awesome. You know what I'm saying? And they kept going back to it over and over and over again. And, we haven't really saw nothing like that in a long time, especially for Warner Brothers and stuff. And it still is making money right now. And, this just shows you when you fall down, you pick yourself back up. And that's what happened to Margot Robbie. She fell down with a couple of bombs and she picked herself up. Greta, like I said before, I've never seen none of her movies. I don't know what she's capable of doing. And, they had to convince Ryan to be in this movie, and I know he's happy right now. I mean, will they make a Ken spinoff? And of course, Mattel is extremely happy to where, they want to make all these different, franchise movies based off of their stuff now because of this. And it had a spectacular, advertisement. Oppenheimer helped. I think they had, what was it, a pink burger or a pink slime on a burger or something like that, or a pink sauce on a McDonald's burger or something like that. It was just pink everywhere to where you couldn't escape it and everything. And people love taking the pictures inside the little Barbie, packaging and stuff. I can't do it because I'm not going to no movie theater. And so, but then again, would I really want to do something like that? I mean, at first I didn't even want to see this movie, but then I saw the trailer, the teaser trailer I did not like. But the actual trailer, oh yeah, that was hilarious. Especially the car scene when it flipped up in the air. I was like, man, I gotta see this movie. And I gotta see what the hype is about. I gotta see if it's warranted and everything. I gotta see if people just chalking it up, or are people just happy that this is female empowerment and it's something they've been wanting for the longest time. And if it is female empowerment, it must have been written right. That's the problem with a lot of modern day stuff. A lot of their female empowerment stuff, it doesn't really click that well with the audience because it's shoved in people's faces. And they're tired of hearing the phrase strong woman instead of seeing it on screen. And something Barbie must have shown it on screen. And people, whether you love it or hate it, you should, appreciate what this movie just did. This movie did the unthinkable for women everywhere, because women have been in a bit of a bind recently with like politics and stuff like that, losing their rights and all kind of other stuff. And, and people are putting them back on, like, pushing them down and not wanting them to like rise up and everything. And then you got the toxic fandom that every time they see something female led, they automatically trash it before it even comes out, like She-Hulk. But granted, She-Hulk was not that good. But they trashed it before it even came out. Same with the female-led Ghostbusters, and anything that's female-led, they go back to like that He-Man woman hating club and stuff, and they are effective in that. Like people, they have grown like a huge hateful fan base as a result of that and stuff. And hopefully, a lot of people here can start getting more work and better work and stuff, because they're part of a $1 billion like movie now. And it's just like insane and everything. And I didn't know the second Harry Potter, or the actually the last Harry Potter movie. I know it made a lot of money, but I didn't know it was Warner Brothers' highest grossing movie of like all time. Like that's insane to know that and stuff. And that movie came out a long time ago. And its spin-off movies have not done so well. And it's funny because it's like, what would this movie have been like if they would have went with the original script and the original actress to play that of Barbie? Because remember, originally it was Amy Schumer, I believe her name is, that was supposed to play Barbie, but she dropped out because she said the script wasn't feminist enough. Well, they changed all that. They got a new actress, they got a new script writer, and it must have became more feminist and everything. So it does make you wonder what, like, the original movie was gonna be like. And not only that, but eventually they're gonna have to make a sequel to this movie. It can't just be a one and done thing because it made so much money. But the problem is the anticipation. Would it live up to that of the original? That's the problem with a lot of sequels. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. What if they go into a direction people just don't like? What if the Ken spinoff don't do well? And what if all these other movies Mattel want to make don't do well also? Then it's gonna hurt Barbie and everything. Happy Women's History Month, everybody. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. Bye.